All right. I think the preliminary injunction is done. I don't know how I messed that word up that fast. Anyway, whatever. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, and this one. There we go. Everything's not broken again. Yay. Third time in a row where nothing's broken that you know of. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I need to turn this brightness up a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. Right. That's too now. The lighting makes it appropriate. Okay, cool. It is Halloween day. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another stream for the Halloween season, because spookiness and scary stuff and whatever and all that type of stuff. I just wanted to have an excuse to make a nice poster for one of my characters that I'm working on right now. Been working on it all month, all week, and why not? You know. So that's what we're doing today. I also have been thinking about this one like for at least 2 days or so. Well, a week or so, because I drew something like that in my sketchbook. Why not? Because I wanted to see how I drew something like that in my sketchbook earlier this week in the doctor's office, and now I was like, all right, cool, let's go ahead and make it happen. So that's what we are going to do for right now. I already reset the poses and did all that good stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the cameras are good to go. That's the main thing I need to do. One thing I want to do, my cat is yelling at me again. Anyway, one thing I want to do right now is to link these cameras together. Let's see. I thought I did this already, but whatever. My cat jumped in my seat again, once again. Guys, don't get the cat, but it's all right. Anyway, okay. Shenanigans aside, let's go ahead and finish what I was doing. Let's see. So let's go ahead and link these up. Let's make a... Oh, here it is. There it is. All right. I forgot what the origin point is. So let's go ahead and make a ring. Where is it? Boom. There we go. Let me go ahead and do this real quick because we're not going to need that. Okay. There we go. Yet another thing done that I needed to get out the way. All right, cool. Let's shrink this ring down a little bit and then move this over here. I'm probably going to keep all the books where they are for right now, but we'll see. I just need to get this ring here and connect them. Connect these two cameras together. Boom. All right. All right. Let's get wire view out the way. I like to operate with two windows in Blender sometimes, and a lot of the times it helps, but right now it's not. It's actually slowing down everything. So yeah, let's make sure that. Oh, here it is. Okay. There we go. Boom. Let's see. Getting this posted together won't take too long, but we shall see. Do I want to shrink it? I can shrink it later. No, actually, I can't shrink it. If I shrink it later, I'm going to shrink the cameras. Hey, I just realized I started 10 minutes early. Huh. Yeah, that's good. Knocked everything out early. Okay, cool. All right, let's do a quick case of parenting. Let's see. Oh, wait. Before we do that, let's move the ring over. Oh, it's in the book area. Yeah, definitely had to move that. Close this, close this. The cat is acting up again. That's fun. Okay. Click. Shift click. Wrong one. My young human being, how do you do? I see you in the chat now. All that good stuff. Let's see. Can't believe I forgot to type all this out. Okay, cool. I think I got it. There we go. All right, let's get back to this. All right, now let's do parenting properly. Camera number 1. Shift click, then Control P, and then object. There we go, that's good. And now next camera, and then Shift P. It's not Shift P, it's Control click, and then Control P. Completely forgot it. All right, so now are both of you, yep, they are, I see them. Great, so now I can control all of this from here. Boom. And now let's move this. Boom. All right, we're looking good. Okay, now main camera stuff out the way. That's the main thing I wanted to get out the way just because I knew it was going to be a problem, slightly. Okay, now let's actually do all the work. Let's get this book out the way for, dang it. Thought I was going to be able to do that. Here, darn it. That wasn't going to work. Let's see, Control click. Wrong one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Shift. Darn it, that's all moving. I gotta select the books. That's fun. Not that one. Oh, have 2 of these. So let's keep those here. Now I have, well, so I have her doing this with her right hand. So she'll be reaching out forward with her right hand. No, her left hand. Her left hand. She'll be holding the book with her right hand. In my head, I am trying to switch it for no reason. And I don't know why I'm trying to switch it. So I might just do both of them today. And we'll see. I'm going to start with the left side reaching out. And we'll see how that works. Let's see. Okay. Probably going to have her a little higher in the air. Let's get the feet posed first. Boom. We got X-axis on too. Good. Let's turn it off now. Well, actually, got an idea. That just means I might do a bigger poster. Let's see. I'm liking that right now. I don't want her. Do a little bit more. So that looks good. Okay, that's good. Now I can have the kappa coming this way. 1, 2. I think I did this already, actually. That's good. So that means I'm gonna know how to do it a little later. Okay, cool. We're just gonna bend stuff ever so slightly before we get into the rest of the actual posing. Because everything that I'm trying to do, really, that you're gonna see in the picture is going to be above the hips, waist up. However, I have learned very quickly that when you're working in Blender and you are posing, it's best to pose everything that you need. There we go, okay. It's best to pose everything that you need in order to get the actual image where it needs to be. Ooh, that's not right, it's too far. That's still a little lopsided. All right, cool, so let's bring all right, looking good that way, looking good. Okay, good. All right, so now we can twist this just a little bit. Can I do this too? Nope, wrong one. Boom. Okay. All right, the cat has left the building. She has left through the cat door. Finally. I need to pose her hair, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's see. I need to get the shoulders. Let's get the whole torso first. Let's turn that. turn that way, reaching out that way. There we go. Was that the wrong one? It was the wrong one. Which one of these do I need? Nope, not that one either. All right, getting some lag now, that's fine. There it is. That's what I needed. All right, and now, boom. I'm gonna probably move the, not well. What should I do with these chairs? I'll just have them in the air too. Why not? I'll move them around to the back for some for composition. You know what? I'll move them now. Why not? Put you down here. Let's see. I can see where most of these are going to be right here on the side. So I can just, right there, there we go. There. This is probably going to be a much wider shot, so probably won't have to worry about where these all are exactly. Let's see. Rotate that way. Then that, dang it, that's not what I meant to do. Right there, that works. Put that over here. And that works for me. Move those down. This one down. There we go. Nice little tornado of just mess and craziness that I welcome very much. might actually turn this right there. Right there. Keep that right there for right now. Okay, cool. I like that. Like how that looks right now, at least. So, definitely gonna have to change. That was too loud. Definitely gonna have to change the camera focal lengths. So I'm gonna have to zoom them out just a little bit and probably move them physically. Move them in the program. I like it though. All right, back to posing. So let's do this real quick. Got a couple of things I want to try again. There we go. Right there. Yep, it was this bone right here that I needed to move. Boom. See, so she's still looking forward. That's good, kind of good. All right, turn head back now. Let's see, turn head back now. Turn head back now. Oh wait, I didn't have to do that. Let's see, what's the hand I want? What's the hand that I want? Something like that. Oop, I spelled that wrong completely. Whatever. All right. Also, I think I've said this before, but one of the reasons why I'm on this little kick right now for just magical stuff, or at least this character, is because part of her inspiration for her character design and everything is the Scarlet Witch. So you can definitely tell Scarlet Witch from X-Men / Marvel Comics / the MCU and all that good stuff. I watched Doctor Strange 2 once again, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and all that good stuff. I watched it again because of how good some of the scenes were, and I just wanted to watch it as a good study for how I wanted this character to, physically behave and all that type of stuff. It was basically just me studying the Scarlet Witch so I can steal more efficiently as an artist. I'll admit it, but that's basically what it is. As an artist, you got to steal a lot of cool stuff in order to make cool stuff yourself. But I was watching it. I watched it earlier. It had to have been in September. I can't remember when, but I watched it on a Sunday at least. And I watched it, had a good time with it. And then Agatha All Along came out on Disney Plus, the first episode at least. 2 episodes? I think they dropped 2 episodes. Yeah. Today they're dropping. Today they already dropped the last 2 episodes, and they are already good to me. I'm very excited. Haven't seen it just yet, but I am very, very, very excited to see what has. Here it is. Do I have those on? Okay, cool. I'm very excited to see what the last 2 episodes are, and I'm glad they dropped the last 2 episodes so that we can have a nice little long finale, and also I can eat a nice breakfast while watching all of that, because yeah. But I've been watching the show thus far, and I've been getting this this magic little kick in me just because of all of that. And this character has magic, sorcery-based powers, and all that good stuff, in addition to her more matter-based powers that she gets from her father. And yeah, it was. I think it was just a really good time to get all of that in and watch all of that, and just get good inspiration for this character. Because when I was watching Doctor Strange for Scarlet Witch and all that good stuff, I was watching it to get some ideas for what I want to do with this character when I got her model back. At the time, I got her model commissioned, and the artist was working on her diligently, and I was doing my best to not text them every 5 hours, because yeah, this type of stuff takes time. Rotate that. There we go. So yeah, we got everything. I was very happy. And as soon as I got everything, I immediately started doing all of this good stuff. So boom. And that's how that's how this entire month has gone. I got this model at the beginning of the month. I think I said that before as well, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Ooh, wrong one. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back and rewatch WandaVision in the future. Also that's mainly because Agatha All Along, the new show that's ending today, is kind of the spiritual sequel to, or at least the spiritual season 2 to WandaVision. And then the third one is going to be Vision Quest, which, very weird name for me at first. And then, I realized, oh, that's a clever way of saying that character, putting that character's name in the title, and also making the title actually be congruent with what is going to be happening in the show. With Vision Quest, or at least the synopsis is, the Vision that left Westview in the finale of WandaVision is now going to be finding himself. Hence the word Vision Quest. That's kind of funny. Agatha All Along is also a very interesting show too, because when I first heard about the show and it was announced, I was like, why are they going to make a show about one of Scarlet Witch's enemies? That's very weird. But if you were to tell me that they were going to make the show about one of Agatha's enemies, have it be a sequel to the first show, and then have it be a introduction and telling of Scarlet Witch's children, then you would have had me on board. But I had to watch the first episode to get, first 2 episodes, because they dropped the first 2 episodes. I had to watch the first 2 episodes in order to actually get that. Very happy with that. Very interesting way of having that story come out. Very weird way of having the story come out too. But they got me watching the show. So yeah, like I said, I am very excited for the end of this show. What is this? There we go. Oh, my phone was charging. I forgot that's why it was notifying me. Okay, cool. Can wrap this up. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I'm excited for the show, or at least excited to finish up the show. And I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of these characters. Some of the characters have died so far, and yeah, that was fun. A lot of these characters are extremely likable. The writing overall has been very good. One of the main reasons why I've kept up with the show, just because of the writing aspect. Let's see. That looks good. That looks good. Do I want to bend her leg? I might do one. So that is moving. So I need to bend the right leg. There are some rules for posing like this when you do that. You got to do opposites. But then you got to remember where. Okay, there we go. You got to remember which opposite you have to focus on. Boom. Boom. All right. Just a little bit of bend. That looks good. Also, there's no clipping on the sides too. That looks good. Okay, good. Definitely gonna have to do something with the hair later. One of the biggest problems I've had thus far with this model is the hair. And I kind of can say that with the first model that I got, which is of her sister. I'm not sure how to pose the hair. Like these they're gray technically, but these gray strings, these are very hard to pose sometimes for me, and they confuse me a lot. They confuse me. I'm getting there though. Let's see, I should put the books over here. Yeah, I'm gonna save the hair for last. It's also the thing that takes the most amount of time to render when I do a test. Yeah, there we go. When I do actually do a test render for all of this. Speaking of test render, I think her eyes are still red too. Let's see. Tilt her head down. I'm going to have her, she's going to be looking menacingly at the camera. Now I'm just thinking about the face, the facial expressions. Boom. I'm wondering if I want her to blink or squint her eyes. Right there. So she is hovering above and she's looking down, but she's looking down menacingly, so. Well, I could just change the eyes later when I get to it. I'm cool with that. I also need to add this calendar that I like too, so I can have a little bit of extra effect. Boom. Okay, cool. Man, I'm really happy that I chose these gloves to add onto her model. They look so good. Let's see. We look good. We look good. I need to get these shoulders together. The shoulder needs to be pulled back. Let's see. Shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, right there. And then put that right. Oh yeah, I need to pull her elbow forward. Pull the elbow bone forward. The elbow bone. Right there. There we go. So pull it back. And then that shoulder goes out. That's going to stretch that means I need to pull this elbow inward a little bit. Right there. All right, now got the shoulders together. I need to get the fingers together. The hands are in the right place. I'll probably change that in a second, but we'll see. See, I'll go ahead and change. No. Stop it. Stop thinking too hard. Let's pull the hair out first. keep pushing E. I'm glad E doesn't break anything. Right. Oh, that's what that's called. Let's see. There's so many interface too that I can't even see. That's fun. There's a reason I use it. There's a reason I like to use the texture preview for most of this, but when I'm streaming, it makes no sense to do all that because everything decides to be very resource heavy all of a sudden. OBS has no CPU usage right now, but everything is going on my GPU. And that means I can't encode everything right if I start just rendering stuff all of a sudden. Gotta be very careful. There we go. Boom. There we go. So when I move, yeah, okay, that's why everything. Not the cats again. Hold on. Wrong button again. Yep, cats are fighting outside again. It's always the boys. Ugh. Anyway, whatever. There we go. Kind of sound's coming out, so I can actually turn this down. There we go. All right, right, cool, 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 cool. Let's get back to it. Let's see, this is clipping through her arm, so we got to move this over. Another thing I was worried about when it comes to adding hair into this character, don't want anything clipping through, or at least you don't want anything noticeably clipping through too much, because when that happens, that's when everything starts to look amateurish. There we go. There we go. All right. Boom. Need to bring them. Oh, that looks good, actually. Trying to flare the hair out just a little bit. It looks good. Let's see. Which one is this one connected to? So that's that one. There we go, that's it right there. Yeah, so I can cover up some of this clipping. I just need to get as much of this hair out of her shoulder as I can, because I have a front-facing angle, and I'm probably going to do one on the side. Let's see. So we have the front-facing here, and then we have the side ones over here. Now, if I'm able to do, let's see. So I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move the desk. That makes sense. I can definitely do something with composition for the desk though. That'll be fun. But let's bring all of this over. Don't twist the leg, don't twist it. There we go. That looks good. still have to mess with the hands, but I'll do the hands later. All right, I think I got most of the hair out of the shoulders as I could. I got as much of it as I could. Trying to figure out, it must be here. It has to be. It has to be one of the top ones. Yeah. So it's this right here. I think this one that I selected is fine, but this one has to go. Yep, there we go. As you can see, this is my first time messing with hair like this. I explained it earlier, but this is why I'm trying not to worry about hair too much. At least I don't have to simulate the hair. That's of all the things that I've had to deal with, I'm just glad that I don't have to simulate the hair. Boom. Bring this down just a little bit. Oh, wait, no. Keep this one up, but bring this one. Oh yeah, I gotta pick a face for her too. I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do all that later. I know exactly where. I think I haven't. I think I have the two perfect things I can do for that. Right. Oh, that's perfect. Right there, right there. That looks good. So now, Hmm. Trick-or-treating at the White House is wild. This is why I can't be looking at my phone during the stream. That is cool. That's cool. All right. The birds have finally moved in and they are hollering again. So y'all are gonna have to deal with that for a couple of minutes. Oh, great. Let's see. Right here. Results. Thought I got, thought I got an important message. Never mind. I hate when you get a notification that tells you that you got a notification, and then you check and there's no notification. Ugh, whatever. Bring this shoulder down a little bit right there. I'm missing one. Oh, is it this one? Yep, it's that one. Putting all the puzzle pieces together. And that is good for me right now. I like that. these two fingers together. See, so I need to pull I need to pull the index finger back. Make sure I got the right ring. I've been trying to get a comprehensive list of hand signs and gestures that I can use for this character. And every single time I have one, I add another one. And then I make 5 more in my head that I need to try to write down. Another fun excuse to to draw hands. See, so middle and ring are out. I need to bring the thumb back. I need to pull. Let's see. I need to bring the middle and ring forward. And then I need to bring the thumb back. Right there. And then I need to get right there. Boom. I don't want to mess with the fingertips too. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Spelled that wrong. Once again, I hit the mic. I wore the wireless mic just to see how it's going to be, see how it's going to sound overall. And every time I have to scratch my chin, I keep hitting it. Proceeds to scratch forehead. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now, in front of her ring and middle finger is going to be the not sigil. It's an Aztec calendar, but you wouldn't be able to tell if I just threw everything on there. So yeah. But I'm definitely gonna have to do that. Let's see. Let's twist the hand a little bit. See, bring it forward just a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not animating hands right now. I'm not going to animate hands anytime soon. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. All right. I don't have to do too much to this hand. It's probably not going to be too much in the scene, well, in view. But I will make it look like she's levitating the book. Let's see. See, it's gonna look like that. So I want to do I want to hard bend the fingers, or do I just something like that? I might do a hard bend on some of the fingers, because even right now the pinky is stiff in my hand right now. So, boom, 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 boom. Trying to practice it a little bit. Boom. Ooh, Mantis. Ooh. I'm gonna have to use this song later. Let's see. So boom. Do I want to change that? Okay. Speaking of Mantis, that's kind of how my fingers acting right now. So I'm gonna have to use that idea. That looks really good. Okay, I like that. There's some intensity into there's an intensity into the index and the middle finger going into okay. All right, going into the ring. Okay, I got it. Let's go ahead and just keep doing it. This is what happens when you try to act out your scenes. You look crazy, but then the scene looks good. So never be afraid to act out your scene. Sophie, how do you do? I see you. Also, hello, fellow gamer. How do you do, fellow gamer? I also hope you were definitely able to acquire those more than legal Photoshop products that I told you about on Twitter. Okay, I gotta bring everything in. Sophie, I don't think I ever told you about this character. I really feel like I do. You might have to scroll up in our Discord, but I'm pretty sure I told you. But anyway, I'm working on my character Alice, and I am making a slight little Halloween themed poster for her and everything. It's supposed to be a little spooky and all that good stuff. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to definitely mess with the lighting here. Speaking of spooky, I need to add a spooky light. Okay, so firstly, we are done with the pose for the most part. We're mostly done with it. I'll come back and change some things later. I want to do a test render, but I'm not going to just yet. Shift D. Okay, great. I did tell you. Awesome. Yes, also happy Halloween to you as well. Everyone is trying to do stuff today. Apparently, apparently, this still makes me laugh. I saw it a few minutes ago. Apparently, Joe Biden handed out Halloween candy to Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's what I want to name this stream right now. Let's bring this book back. Bring this chair over here. So I got this light aiming at her from the back. That's going to give her a nice back light. Let me see if let me. It really sounds like you don't believe me. I gotta find the tweet. Shouldn't take too long. Let me see. Found it. I gotta move this out the way, but that looks good. Let's do a quick save. I'm gonna definitely do a test render on stream, so we'll see how that looks in a second. Move the camera. Here you are. I need the books. Oops, wrong one. So that one is going to be in front of her there. Boom. Boom. Oh yeah, you can see them moving on that side. Cool. Bam. Right there. Move it up. Right there. That's a big book. Boom. I gotta move the rest of the books out the way, but this looks good. I like that. Rotate it just a little bit more right there. All right. All right, we are looking good here. Let's move this book out the way. Ah, that's why. Okay. We can clear that up right now. Let's go and make a new folder. Smaller book number 2. Actually, because of that, I'm gonna move this book somewhere else. I will move this book to her right. Ooh, just got another cool idea. She's going to look like a magical hackerman. I'm not going to do that right now. That's an extra 35 minutes that I'm not going to put effort into right now. But I do like the idea. So instead of putting it on her left side, let's move it back here and put it on the right. There. Once again, very happy that I found this library environment. And in addition to that, I am very happy that I spent 2 weeks building that part up. So instead of it being 2 floors like here, it is now, it's 10. I thought it was 8. I had to count it again. Okay, it's 10. That's cool. A set of scenes for a short story I wrote last year led to me having a library like this. I needed to find a good library so that I could replicate certain scenes that I was actually writing in that story. Speaking of which, let me check this website that I usually get my stuff from. Oh no, he did it too. Oh boy. Gonna have to put that one in the folder. They updated the new pics too. Great. That is awesome. This human being is insane. Ooh, that's a new map that I'm gonna have to try out in the future. Gonna have to steal this one too. Let me go right here. Oh, wrong one. It's purple. That's, I got deleted. Hate that. Pain. This is your first one. All right, cool. That's good enough. All right, back to it. Let's move this book down. Move this one over here. Okay. I think we have everything that needs to be here for the most part. Now, the next part of this is going to be very complicated, or not as complicated as I am making it. If everything works right, this will be the last thing that we need to do. But also, this might be the most difficult. So, before we do anything, let me make sure everything is here. Not gonna move the camera just yet. Not gonna move any of that. I will move the desk over, just to make sure it fills the frame a little bit. Fills the scene, I should say. The chairs are probably gonna fill the frame a little bit more. Then I still gotta adjust the lights. Gotta change that later. Okay. First thing we need to do. Collapse cameras and stage items. Collapse hand variants. Make a new folder for this sigil that we're going to do. Always make a folder for your folders inside of a folder for your folders, so that you can put folders inside of the folders. That way, you get confused about where everything is. Let's open it in 4.2 real quick. All right, this is what we're gonna open up. This is, like I said, this is an Aztec calendar that I was able to find. It looks super cool, very intricately designed. So I want to try two things. Oop, wrong way. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Shader editor. So now, let me just go ahead and make a copy of this. Yeah, I don't even use Windows search sometimes. I just go through the folders. I go through the file formats. I mean the file format. I go through all the folders and just don't even bother with it. So you know what? I don't even have to worry about it. Okay, cool. So I can bring it in, save it, bring it in. Let me go to her hands. I need to take the texture that I put here. There it is. All right, so I have her. I was able to make plasma, and I was able to make a plasma texture that is covering her hands right now. So I have an extra set of hands. I have an extra set of skin over her hands that is acting like plasma layer. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that on the calendar that we're going to import right now. So I just need to make sure I know what is what. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna copy all of this. Copy all that. Bring that over here. I don't need animation for right now. I do need to make sure I know where I have enough room for it. I need to remember how to make everything transparent too. Because if I can make this transparent and not just glass, because that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been cheating a little bit. All right, upend. And then we need to go, let me find this real quick. Nope, it was right here in this folder. Found it. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. Everything is in the folder. Please don't break. Please. Please don't break. That's all I ask. Oh, wait, where is it? Oh boy. Well, I got it in. Great. All right. Those are a lot of moving parts. So what we're going to do, we are going to do two things. There we go. All right. I love how everything is broken up though. This is why I like to get the blend files instead of just the object files, even though the object files are usually a little easier to work with. All right. So I got that. I need to make ring. No, we're not. Oh, circle. Yeah, that is it. So let's go ahead and find this really quickly. Boom. I need to shrink this down a little bit. Oh, wait. Nope, this is why you have everything in the folder. We just said this. Select objects. Except this one. There we go. I wonder how fast can I do this. I was thinking about this yesterday when I was putting together another scene, but I wasn't too sure about what runes I could find, or what sigils, symbols, or whatever I could find that can actually convey what I was trying to convey. But then I came across this calendar on Sketchfab yesterday. Was it Sketchfab? It was probably CG Trader. That's usually, cgtrader.com is usually where I go for most of my cool things. So now I need to connect. Goal for right now is that I need to connect all of these. There we go. Goal for right now is that I need to connect all of these dots, these orange dots, to this ring. The ring is right there. Let's see. Make this smaller. There we go. So this is going to function as both a shield and a portal that I can use to well, I can't. Alice would use these to cast lightning, other energy bolts, and other just things. So she would summon this with one hand gesture. It would summon from her fingertips, and then from this calendar, she would shoot a whole bunch of other stuff. Or she could use it as a shield or a barrier. I was thinking about all of this yesterday, but then, you know, I saw the actual calendar, and I saw the model and how it looked, and I was like, all right, cool. This is perfect. This is what I want. And here we go. And to be honest with you, I've been thinking about this for the last hour or so. Right there, let's see. How even does that look? That looks very good. Okay, good. Now, let's move this up just a little. Well, actually, no, let's move it up and see. We're slightly off. So we can come over here. Boom. This song is Otis McDonald's. Let's see, this is Ever Felt Part 2. And the previous song was Space Age Hustle by Scubba B. S-Q-U-B, oh, Scudda, I spelled it wrong. S-Q-U-A-D-D-A-B. This song right here that's playing is Otis McDonald, Ever Felt Part 2. So that means Ever Felt Part 1 is somewhere here too. Sophie, I have 17 hours of songs loaded up from the YouTube playlist, YouTube library. So if you ever ask me for if you ever ask me for a song, there's a high probability I can't tell you just because of how much stuff I have. Here. Jet Set Radio, interesting. That could be, well, that could be where the person got the idea from, but you know, a lot of people use very similar instrumentals, so that could be. I will say this, most of the songs that I will ever play on my YouTube videos and all that good stuff, and especially during the stream, it's all stuff that I have gotten from the YouTube audio library. And fortunately, because most of them come from the YouTube audio library, if the song is loud enough in my videos to actually be heard, a lot of the time YouTube will cite it for me, so I don't actually have to worry about giving credits to the artist. I still do, but sometimes you'll literally see the song linked at the bottom of it. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, interesting. And then Control, Shift click, and then Control P, object, now. Come on, come on. You were doing good, you were doing fine. There we go, got it. All right, everything is now connected to this one ring. This is my best part about parenting. 80 pieces, 80 pieces, 88 pieces, 11 folders, all connected to one ring. All right. Now before we do anything else, select items. Can this work, please? Yes. All right. We got something. Actually, let's just paste it in. See if that works first. All right, great. That worked. So now we can delete this output node. And now this should work like so. Now if we do anything, all right, I'm about to go into texture mode and let this load for a second just to see how it's going to look. Now, if this calendar looks red, come on shaders, compile faster. Yeah, it literally is the one ring to rule them all. I think I said it in one of the other streams too. No, I said it in the Akira Cyberpunk stream. So that was earlier this month. I had the entire map set up against about 3 different rings. So I had about 150 different assets all coming together, and they all had folders and folders and folders, and they were all connected to stuff. But then I connected all of that stuff to just 7 rings. So yeah, that's about right. Let's see. Okay, so that looks good. So that looks like that didn't connect. Yeah, it didn't connect. Oh, that's fun. Darn. Oh, I was really hoping that would work. That's okay. Oh, that worked though. Oh, man. I don't want to have to do all these at one time. Okay. Now, a part of me says that I can connect all of these together in some way, but I don't know how. Let's see how to connect multiple. Output, is that what I want to say? Output. Do I want to say output? Do I want to say, let's see. Object data. Apply one texture to one of the cubes and select all the cubes and the texture cube as the last one. Then use Control L shortcut. Select object data from the menu. Okay. See how that works. Oh, okay. I knew there was a way. So what I need to do, I need to find this one. So all the arrows. Am I gonna have to, I'm probably gonna have to do it like this. This is gonna be fun. I think everything is selected. My goal was to have this done in 10 minutes. All right. And then 1, 2. Okay. So everything is selected. Texture cube. All right, so the last one is selected. All right, there we go. Control L. Link object data, select object data, link object data. Oh God. That's not what I was trying to do, but all right, Sophie, I will see you later. All that good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute, so yeah, go ahead and do your thing. Well, I'm trying to not be here for a minute, but it looks like that is increasingly going to be the possibility. So let's see, Control L, materials. There we go, all right. Okay, woo, all right. Crisis partially avoided, maybe. All right, so if you look at the center of my screen, you're gonna see this little word called material and then the number 14 with a 0. Next to that is 88. So there are 88 pieces connected to this material chain, material chain. I mean, that's what it is. these set of geometry nodes that I have. No, well, not geometry nodes, they're just nodes. Yeah. I would have had to connect all of these individually. Not doing that. So I'm going to bookmark this. How to add, nope. I'm going to bookmark this website to multiple textures to texture output. I'm going to bookmark this with exactly what I said it as. That is exactly how I searched it. That is exactly how I'm going to search it again in my bookmarks. All right. So that saved me 10 minutes, guys. We are back on business. Now, let's get back to that and do this real quick. Let me do these two things real quick. Boom. Oh man, tomorrow is Friday and I do not want to, I'm not ready for Friday. I'm gonna have to copy this to her main folder. I just realized that. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay. All right. One. Rotate. Oh. New spell cast unlocked. Deals 17 billion damage. Very overpowered, but it doesn't break the game. Does not break the meta. Now I just gotta get it lined up with her fingers. How far do I want it to be from her hand? Probably that much. All right. Now, another parenting job. Gonna save that. We got this. We got selected. Shift click. And then this time we go here. This time we shift click again. Control P. Bone. Now, that's parented here. If I do one little tricksy doodle, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, that's cool. All right. Go out of here, go back here. Now go back into pose mode. There we go. There we go. All right. Crisis averted. for now. We'll see. All right, I got 2 batteries. All right, I like that. That's pretty good. All right, cool. All right, let's go back. So that is there. Now, as you can see, this is taking up a lot of the screen. So my hope is let's see. Since we're looking up stuff, let's look this up real quick. Good old reddit.com. What do you have to tell me? That's a shader, not a texture. Oh my goodness. All right, that's funny. That is so funny. All right. Well, I need to do, I don't. That's awesome. Because I already added it to, there we go. All right, great. Let's see. Okay, 50%. How am I going to be able to see this? Okay, I'm definitely going to have to. I figured that out. So, because I combined the textures all together into one thing, and all 88 objects are connected to the same material. I say textures and materials in the same breath, but because they're all connected, that means I don't have to worry about editing all these together. I mean, editing all of these at once. Let's take the alpha layer to 35%. I was right in thinking that too, so I'm very happy with that. So now, let us do that. Let's open up this one. We are actually almost done. Oh, great. Oh man, that looks really good. The focus looks very messed up though. Let's see, so let's take alpha down to 25%. See how that looks. I kind of like that. I may need to add that's the surface. Okay. So let me add this right now and I'll connect it later. Wrong one. Let me add the emission right here. Let's do not orange. Let's do something like that. And then let's do a strength of 10. Now, let's add my favorite one, the mix shader. That's not gonna look right. All right, we're about to get a little laggy for a minute, but that's okay. So we're going to keep that here. Let's go to the camera. I'm going to do a test render right now, just to see how everything looks. There we go. There we go. That's the problem. So I did move the camera. There we go. I think we're looking good. Eyes are just a little out of focus, so let's bring that focus back. There we go. We went to the top of her forehead for the focus. So 15 should, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 2.8 aperture. I'm wondering. Oh man, her fingers look really good. that. All right, what is my sample rate at right now for the render? 24 frames, I don't really need to worry about. 20,000, ugh. Not gonna do that. We're gonna do 512 for now, and I don't want y'all to be sitting here for 20 minutes. So this might be the only render we do for right now. So we have that, we have that. This aperture is just blown out. This is wild. All right, boom. Let's do the render. Do the render, do the render, do the render. I should have did 100 samples, but 512 is usually the lowest render sample rate that I usually do. The highest one I do is 4096. The best 4K. Anyway, but I do 512 as my main render. There we go, I had to burp, sorry. I usually do 512 as my main render when I just need to test something out. I've been doing 100 sample rate for the last couple of days just because I need something quick. 50 is usually where I keep it. That's the absolute bottom of the barrel, and that's for when I need to render something in the frame of just me rendering something, and that's not even rendering it like this. That's rendering inside of Blender itself, like the render view. That's what it's called. Forgot what it's called. Hopefully 512 doesn't, take up too much time. But we already have 1 minute, so that's going to be fun to see. Oop, that's not it. Also, already happy. Yep, good old encoder is overloaded, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Good old encoder. That's fun. The joke here is that I'm doing the "Can you hear me now?" Oh my goodness, this is stupid. I love it. There we go. All right. So your internet is not bad or anything like that. We are just rendering. Okay, so I'm gonna take that off screen, put that over here for right now. See how bad it gets. While we're doing that, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna save that video about the transparency because it completely reminded me that I knew what I was gonna do, but I forgot that I was gonna do it like that. Blender, where are my Blender tutorials? Right there. Boom. Oh no. That's how bad it got. Blender crashed on me. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have. How much progress did I lose? My goodness. This is painful. All right. We're gonna try one more thing, and then we're gonna finish up, and then I'm gonna have to render all these off stream, which I was hoping I wouldn't have to do, but I mean, I was expecting to do it, so not the surprise of the day that I, you know, wait for all those surprises to happen during Agatha All Along, and just Agatha All Along, please, nothing else. I can't. My heart can't handle it. I also can't handle waiting for the rest of this to finish up too. There we go. All right. I need to figure out how to make it glow. It can't be transparent and then it can't glow. Oh my goodness. I'm probably gonna have to make a set of light come around it. That might be what I need to do. So I'm just waiting for Blender to load up on my other screen so I can bring it over to this screen that y'all were looking at. So yeah, it's taking a sweet time. I have to activate certain Python scripts so that all of my other stuff works. I got to do that every single time I open up these models. There we go. Boom. Boom. Put you back here. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna save real quick, and then let's turn on the render. Let's turn on the render view that I was talking about earlier. If this works, I'm at 100 samples, but overall I have everything that I was trying to get, so I'm happy for that. That's the one thing that I am happy for. Actually, this model has, I have an idea for this model. Right, updating mesh. So it hasn't broken just yet. Great. Okay, cool. Almost there, almost there. Oh, actually, I should try to move it over, because every time I move it, it has to re-render, so that's going to be another hassle. All right, I'm just looking at the bones. Ugh. Oh, GPU's out of memory. That's a shame. But I kind of knew that. That's okay. That just means I'm going to have to post the final results a little later, which, you know, I kind of planned on doing that, so that's not really a problem. But that also means I need to go out of this and go into my other view so I can finish working. All right, so plan going forward is that I am going to fix the cameras after I test out the render. I'm going to fix the cameras, get a wider view. Actually, I can get an idea for what the vertical shot is going to be with my other camera that I have hooked up. Okay. Something like that. Her finger's not cut off, so that's great. And my head hurts now. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. There we go. Slightly better view. Cool. 48 millimeters. Still got to fix this light back here behind her too. Yeah, I think the thing that crashed everything on top of me using OBS with my GPU was the fact that I had her hair and all the sample rate for the lights up too. So all of that made all of this stuff happen. So my bad. Cool. All right, this is all looking good. So now, boom, boom. Let's do a, where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Let's do a face. Let's do a face. Let's do the face. I think I went too far. Oh, here it is. Confident. What does the confident face look like? Confident face looks fine. Confident face looks a little weird though. It looks a little weird at 100%. Let's do 0.5. And disgust. Okay. 3.25. All right, not bad. Okay. I think we'll call it there because I can't show you the full render because everything will just break again. So, sorry. but not really. I'll show everything. I'll post everything on my, oh, dang. Let's see, camera died. That's okay. Like I said, I will show you all everything shortly, because thanks to this little thing called community posts on YouTube, I can just post everything to YouTube. So that's gonna help me out. So yeah, come on, come on, come on, camera battery. There we go. Boom. Yay, we're back. All right, so I'll finish all this up a little later. I'll do all the renders when I'm done recording in OBS, actually. Very happy with how this came out. This is actually, I actually had a little bit more fun with this one than I did with my, with the one that I was trying to do a lot more work in yesterday. This is all right though. So here we are. Like I said, I feel good with this. I have another scene that I'm working on with her battling the guardian of this library. I just got his rig and his body together, and I gave him an axe and all that good stuff, so I'm gonna have to test all of that later. But turns out I need to have him, I need to fix him up a little bit. I need to push him higher, and also his the axe I gave him is not showing up properly, so I need to fix that. Don't know how to fix that right now because I didn't even look at it. I looked at it last night when I got home, and yeah, anyway. So with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in and all that good stuff. And if you are watching this video after it has gone up and has been done streaming, feel free to give this video a like and leave a comment down below and all that good stuff. And watch my other streams because if I'm correct, the Blender Discourse course playlist and some other stuff is going to pop up a little bit now. But again, with all that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later. And now I'm going to awkwardly turn this thing on in OBS. And yeah, there you go.